welcome. I'm Al Roker alongside Savannah, Guthrie, Melvin, Sheinelle Jones. Again, a difficult day in Pittsburgh and really across the country and the world as everybody's hearts still continue to go out to those victims of the shooting in Pittsburgh. First of the funerals starting today. The president's going to be going there with the First Lady. And again, you watch this community come together, not just here, but all around the world. It's really heartening, that part of it.
It is. I mean, unfortunately, I visited a lot of towns who've been dealing with, whether it's a school shooting or something horrific like this. I was in Las Vegas, and, there's no good to talk about, but one thing I always notice is how the community pulls together and how much they are reflecting in those moments about what their community means to them. And there's so much pride in Pittsburgh. I haven't spent a ton of time there. I've definitely been on a few political trips over the years, with candidates and stuff, but it's just a really cool town that has its own identity. And this neighborhood, Squirrel Hill, was like the heartbeat of the town. And people are really comforting each other.
You brought up a comment yesterday in one of your interviews. You said, people around the country are rallying around you and they're surrounding you with love. And he said, people around the world.
Yes, the rabbi.
Together. Absolutely.
He did. And that gives you hope that you hope that people who are hurting somehow can feel the love and prayers and goodness that's starting to surround them. And I hope they do.
And it's funny. It's one of those things where I think, people will be writing about this and looking back at it and probably finding comfort in it. And it's funny thing, New York Times writer Haley Phelan opened up about the positives of journaling, people writing things down. And I know a number of us at this table journal.
Hoda Kotb turned me on to it. This is last Jeffrey. We were having a conversation, and she said, you should journal. I journaled years ago and stopped. And found, after her suggestion, when I started doing it again, it was therapeutic. And I end each of the journal entries with, this was, again, her suggestion, something that I'm grateful for.
Do you journal every day?
I do it I do it every other day.
We were going to be impressed.
Every other day,
every day.
Right before the show starts.
I keep about 2 months. 2 months worth of journaling in a moleskin notebook.
I bet your journal's amazing.
Sometimes it's just a paragraph. Sometimes it's a couple of pages. You journal. Do
you journal?
For years I journaled, and I have actually recently. I moved, and I had stacks and stacks of journals. My mom used to buy me a journal for Christmas every year, and I loved it, and it's important. I haven't done it lately, mostly because of busyness, but I think also just the phase of life I'm in. I'm like, I don't want to face it, but I have,
I want to relive it.
I want to stay shallow. No, but when you go back and look at your journals, I think there's even a term for it. They call it like harvesting your journals. Is to go back and read something you wrote a year ago, and it's incredibly revealing. You find out what things that used to worry you that don't anymore. You can't believe you ever worried about it. And then you also see things that you're like, man, I'm still worried about that. And that was 10 years ago.
You?
So I created this e-journaling. E-journaling. I made that up. I don't even know if it's a thing. So there are 2 lanes in my life, right? So there's the perspective. There's the at night I want to talk about what happened with my day so I can grow and what have you. And then there's the other lane of having 2 6-year-olds and a 9-year-old. And they say funny things and they do quirky things. And I want to remember it, right? So I started at the end of the day, if they say something funny or if I do something funny, I'll write it down, right? Good. And sometimes I'll tweet it if I go back and I look. Like the other day, and this one's a fun one. Clara, she said, it was towards the end of the season and it was cold outside. We went to the ocean one last time in Jersey. In fact, I sent this to our producer. This is in my notes section of my phone. Clara said, Mom, will the fish die if I pee in the ocean? And I said, no. And then Clara goes, whew. And she did it and everything moved on. But I remember taking out my phone and I just put it under the notes.
So smart.
And I just pushed it away. And I thought one day when I actually have the time, I'd love to put all those things together or put something together about.
You could make a little coffee table book.
Yes.
Or better yet, one of those little books that when you go to the checkout at the bookstore, they're right there because they're like $4.95 and they're great little fun books.
I were writing
think that our social media accounts would be considered journaling one day? Like
No. If you go back, the Instagram pictures, maybe, or something
that's
like
the one thing about journaling that the only thing that I miss about, because so many things you're describing, but you wish you could put a visual in there, take a picture.
I wish your journal, like my journal was always kind of a spiritual journey, like how I was feeling inside, my faith, how, it was a conversation with myself and with God. It wasn't like today I went here and I did that. I mean, I think there's different ways to journal.
Mine's a mix of both.
Yeah.
It just depends on the day. But again, I find it to be cathartic. Really, most mornings.
It's good for
In
the soul.
fact, this professor from Dr. Pennebaker says research shows one-time 15 to 30-minute session of focused journal writing can be beneficial because you're actually focusing on yourself and kind of taking a quiet time.
You know, one thing, I can't read my own handwriting anymore. So I'd be
You
like,
look like a sociopath.
oh yeah, it's terrible. It's getting worse and worse.
It's sociopathic penmanship.
It's bad.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, this is a nice positive story.
Okay.
This couple they got married and they're in Yosemite, and this photographer Matthew Deppel was
That picture.
He photographs their proposal,
Look at
and he
that.
can't find them. And he posted the photo on social media. Okay, Internet, I need your help. Help me find these two. It was taken October 6, 2018. Guess what? He found them.
That was amazing.
Charlie Bear and his fiancee, Melissa, reached out. Charlie said he was nervous, afraid of heights, overcame it. They're planning a wedding in Malibu
I love
in
it.
April, so they already have their photographer.
Right?
a happy
Oh, I'll
story.
say.
That's
That's
like
so
a
cool.
trend these days where people are going big when it comes to
Over the
proposals.
top.
Did you videotape yours? Or?
I had a guy take a picture.
You did?
Where did you?
We got engaged in Miami. My wife worked there, lived there for a little bit, so it became our special place, and we were out on the water. And I remember it like it was yesterday because I have never in my life been as nervous as I was, and I couldn't find the ring, and so I get the ring out, and I get down on my knee. And I had committed the spiel to memory. I give my spiel. Do you know what Lindsay's first words were?
What?
She's going to kill me for telling you. Her first words, I kid you not, were, quote, oh, I think I'm going to throw up.
Oh,
Wow! Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then in that moment, I thought, oh, maybe I misread this.
Maybe it was like vomit of joy, like tears of joy.
Yeah. She was like, oh, no, yes. I was like, are you going to be sick? Yeah. That's how I remember. I'll never forget my engagement.
Were you like, is that a yes?
Yeah.
Wow, where did Mike propose?
We did it in Turks and Caicos, and I've never actually said this on the air before, but lots of our friends know this story, and I'm not going to get into it, but we did break up on the day that we got engaged.
What do you mean you're not going to get into it?
Because it's like an hour-long thing, and then we tell it together. It's good over drinks. It's like a whole routine at this point. But I broke up with him in the morning, and we got engaged in the afternoon.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a quick comeback.
It really was. It really was. Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we both went to Northwestern, so we went back 11 years later. And I remember it was pouring down rain. And my husband, or fiance at the time, no, boyfriend at the time, get out of the car, And I'm like, no, it's raining my hair.
Yeah, exactly.
I get out. He's like, come on, can you just... Sheinelle, please, can you just get out? So I got out. It was raining, and I look back on it. It was romantic. But I kind of wish, in some way, maybe I did have a picture. I don't know. I had the memory in my mind, and it would have been odd because it was in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So maybe some things are just meant for you, right? Maybe you don't have
Well,
to.
what's fun about the Yosemite couple is somebody snapped it and they didn't seem to know, and that's the
Yes.
How about you and Deborah?
We got engaged on the south rim of the Grand Canyon.
Ooh.
Of
course.
On New Year's Day of 1995. And I thought, if she says no, only one of us is coming back. Not saying who. Not saying who. But it all worked out. It all worked out. And now we're all married and we've got kids. So do you wear your shoes in the house?
Oh, that's a talker.
Or do you take them off at the door?
we wear them in the house. Guests can wear them in the house. I'm like living with my germs and just my New York City germs. Fine.
4-year-old, 2-year-old, I got bigger problems.
Yeah.
Than a few crumbs of dirt on the floor.
I bet you make people take their
I
shoes
was about
off.
to say, you might be surprised, but don't you say a word, Al. But when you come into my house, we have a bucket, and people put their shoes in the bucket. Just because, but the problem is then when you try to open the front door, there's shoes
everywhere.
Yeah.
Because you've got 12 kids.
This might help change your mind.
Okay.
Recent University of Houston study, more than 26% of shoes worn inside the home are contaminated with Clostridium difficile, a bacteria that can cause stomach pain and explosive diarrhea.
Is that pooping?
Yeah, explosive diarrhea.
I just
Study
heard
from the
laughter from back there. I didn't know there were people
University
back
of Arizona, 96% of shoe soles contain fecal bacteria.
Oh, Al.
So
Take your shoes off.
Do you take your shoes off at your
yes,
house?
we do.
I've been over there. You take your shoes off.
Oh,
at the
yes, we
Roker
do.
house.
You know, it's funny because people will be like, oh, they come over, they're like, should I take my shoes off? I'm like, no, you just come on in, chase
Bring it
on
all
with your
in.
horse manure or whatever else you do.
Some new stuff.
And then I'm almost kind of embarrassed, like, yeah, we have very low standards here. You just wear your shoes.